What's up everybody, our boy TFG. I'm back for another reaction today guys, and as you see from the title above, we're back with another top 10 and we're back with another ViniTube list as well. So yeah, this is going to be top 10 most epic anime fights of 2020. Now yeah, I uploaded this like a week ago I think, yeah, 12th of November, more than a week ago now. But yeah, top 10, we've had some epic fights in 2020. Like obviously as you can see now, I haven't even started the video. He got God of High School. God of High School, I thought it was a pretty okay anime. It was decent, you know what I mean. It was not crazy good, like, you know, but it was, you know, decent enough. And obviously what made it decent enough for me was, you know, the fight scenes. So I'm sure he's gonna have one of them in the top 10 list. But yeah, I want to see what he's gonna have on this as well. Probably animes that I've never heard of, you never know. But yeah, before we get into this guys, please make sure to hit that subscribe button guys, as I am on the road to 1k. So I'd really appreciate each and every one of you guys subscribing, as that really helped me out. And of course put your post notifications so you never miss out on a video. So yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into it. 1080p, right? Yep. You see this anime, I don't even know which one it is, but the animation is incredible. Mr.
It didn't seem too long ago, but we're actually in the last few weeks of 2020 already. Time's flown by, largely in part to the situation of the world at large. Nevertheless, the recovery of the anime industry is a tale for the ages, and I still find myself amazed at Japanese
is that the Cat Return anime that was called?
Still bring us these shows that we love. So for today, I'll be going through 10 of the best anime fights in 2020.
Has to have a
because let's be
God of High
honest,
School
half
fight
of the guys who like shonen series like anime for the fantasy and the fights, and we'll be taking a look at the best of the both of them today. As a precaution, there will be spoilers on this list, but I'll try to keep them to a minimum. Also, I won't be including stuff from fall 2020, even though I've already had some candidates in mind. I'll be saving that for the fall fights video, or maybe a volume 2 of this video. Now, before anything, I'd like you to subscribe and help this channel reach.
Yo, Black Clover apparently is lit, guys. Let me know in the comments. Is it lit again? Because I left when it was kind of boring. I don't know. I can't say boring.
We'll start the list with the fight where everyone teams up against Demon in Black Clover.
Literally, after they defeated the demon, I stopped watching. Is it good now? Let me know, guys. I really want to know so I can get back into it, maybe.
It's been a while, but I legitimately think
that
Black Clover's become an underrated show. It may be because of the bad publicity it had when it first aired, but it has become a really enjoyable show now. But not a lot of people still seem to be watching it.
They were taking the piss out of the animation.
Nothing without good fights, but we see a prime example of what Black Clover brings to the table with this fight. This fight pretty much encapsulates what a shonen fight is. Tense circumstances, a seemingly unbeatable foe, old reliable allies pitching in, and
this is a
the fight with
proper
their own
shonen
awesome
fight.
stunts. Seeing Arsenal surpass his limits whilst the opening music plays in the background sent chills down my spine, really. The finishing move's probably one of my favourite Black Clover moments this year, period. It's too bad that many people sleep on Black Clover, but I think it's done pretty well for itself given the circumstances.
I mean, everyone's enjoying it, man, from the looks of things. Let me know, man. I might get back into this. It is a lot of times cliche, but you know, it's some of those cliches good.
Coming up next is a fight from Gleipnir. Shuichi and Claire versus
yeah. I've seen this before in the top 10. Was it ViniTube? I'm not sure. Yeah, bro, he was boxing the shit.
The dynamic duo of Shuichi and Claire had a tough customer as their first challenge while getting used to their powers. They'd barely gotten an idea of the whole coin collecting business and their powers before they get shoved into the battle royale by Hikawa and her powerful limbs. The fight itself is not that swingy, as once
she is
first opponent without too
pulling
much
some crazy
effort.
kicks.
The thing ends up with us getting a glimpse of Claire's ruthless side, but not before we get to see some great animation courtesy of Pine Jam.
They're effing up, bro. They beating the shit out of
Gleipnir on the map. Thanks to how the fight was done in a way that outdoes its manga counterpart, the encounter helped Gleipnir break through and become one of the more popular shows in the admittedly dry spring season. It then led the way to more amazing fights that we'll see down the line, but in terms of actual visuals, none of them.
Yeah, I must have seen this when it came out, yeah. I never watched it.
We continue with something big. Misaka versus Doppelganger in the finale of Railgun.
Oh, Certific Railgun. Yeah. If you guys didn't know, obviously I watched the season of this. Strong first season. strong this season. As I enjoyed the beginning a lot.
Last time I featured Railgun
I enjoyed
T,
it.
but while that battle between side characters has all the makings
I'm
of
a lot
grand
of seasons
fight,
away
I think
though.
it just lacked a bit of oomph
I don't
in
know what
terms
the hell's
of
going on
spectacle
now.
and scale compared to what we have as an ending to Railgun T.
Oh,
Where
they
else
got
can you
monsters
see a
fighting
giant
now.
Godzilla in anime?
It was
and
literally
showcase
Godzilla,
how
yeah.
badass Misaka really is. I mean, before this, you'd probably think how she's one of the weaker level 5s thanks to how normal she's.
Bro, what's that guy's name?
Sociopaths or
That character in
Sounds
I like him, bro. Oh, Accelerator, bro. He is a G. I love Accelerator. Comment below if you like him too, though. He's one of my favorite characters. If not, actually, he's my favorite character.
Foe with near perfect adaptability. The run-in by the rest of Scavenger as uneasy allies.
She's strong though. Yeah, I know. She's strong.
Now, I hope that this convinced you to give Railgun T a shot, especially if you enjoyed the previous seasons. For an anime on its 3rd season,
Oh, it's on its 3rd season. Okay.
ever since the series started a decade ago.
Sheesh, still doing that coin thing, yeah. Whoa, and still powerful as ever. Even more powerful. Wow, okay, sorry for the ad, guys. Alright, Mr. Beast. Alright. Anyway, back to the video.
Battle featuring a side character now, as we
Alright, what's number
Bercoli
7?
versus Vector.
Sword Art Online. It's appeared twice now on Miniatube. Oh, animation is looking crispy though.
Online's War of Underworld went off to a fast start. After the controversial start to the season, I can see that a lot of people were brought back by the amazing fight that followed an episode after.
What is going on in
Resident
Sword Art
Evil 2's
Online? What is
return
going
that
on?
got
I don't
people most
understand. What's the
excited,
story
that would have
now?
to wait until around 5 to 6 more episodes. It was Bercoli's battle against Dark Lord Vector. Prior to this fight, we barely saw much of what Bercoli could really do, but this should prove that he more than deserves his moniker of being the legendary hero and the strongest Integrity Knight. Going toe-to-toe with the Lord of Darkness is next to impossible, but the leader of the Integrity Knights did it. As a
they're
novel
going in.
reader, I can say that some details
I gotta
were
give it to the
omitted,
animation
which
is
made the
looking
fight even
spectacular,
more
bro.
amazing, but I'm
I gotta give
generally
it to them.
satisfied
I
with
gotta
what
give it
A1
to them.
gave us. This fight might not have been the most important one or the best adapted in this core, but in terms of visuals and presentation,
Yeah,
this
man,
fight
visuals
completely
are-
blows everything else out of the water. A1 really bringing their A
Yeah,
game to their
A1 are bringing some
franchise.
A1 animation.
We continue the battles against impossible obstacles with the
Everyone
entire
versus
sequence
Timer.
versus Tiamat in the last part
This
of
looks
Fate
familiar.
Grand Order Babylonia.
Oh, yeah. Funny story, guys. I reacted to a part of this fight, not this whole fight. Someone recommended me this like a year ago. I don't know, maybe a couple of months ago. Yeah, a couple of months ago.
Why? Well,
Got blocked worldwide and I got a strike for it.
But I'll be compiling
Not doing
everything
Fate Stay
into a
Night ever
sequence.
again.
The whole sequence against Tiamat as she marches towards Uruk is nothing short of awesome. Noble phantasms being thrown everywhere, so many character arcs finding their course, some really amazing scenes like Quetzalcoatl's double noble phantasm and the Mash and Merlin combo. For me, it's this series of episodes that make Babylonia the most
Animation
fun
looks really
I've had
nice.
in a Fate anime
Yet
in a
again,
while.
well,
It
you
helps
Fate
the
Stay
music
Night,
choice for these
you
scenes
guys
are my
already know
jam,
that they don't
and
disappoint.
along with the voice acting,
These
it
guys
really enhance these moments. If
bring
you're
out
looking
the
for a Fate
A1 every
anime to
time.
watch, make sure you give this one a whirl. Don't be intimidated with how it's supposed to be towards the end of the Grand Order storyline. You can completely watch Babylonia as a standalone without prior knowledge of Fate.
Whoa.
We move on to a non-Japanese anime on the list, like this one
White Cat
from
Legend, yeah.
White Cat Legend.
Yeah. This is incredible. This animation. This is not even Japanese, right? Bro.
If you've been following, I recently featured this fight a few lists back.
Yeah.
And looking at the stuff that I've watched this year, I can
This is
proudly say
incredible.
that I made the right call. Looking at the year as a whole, this final fight still holds up really well. Like, you could watch it without context and still be entertained. That's not to
Exactly,
say that the fight
exactly.
has no emotional weight behind
One
it,
word for this
but
animation,
one, I'm pretty
fluid.
sure most
That's it.
people like for its choreography and just
Yeah,
how
man.
complicated each sequence is. It's a complete chore to animate, yes. but
Yeah,
thanks
bro,
to the
how
amazing
long
team
did it
who
take for
brought us
these
this
guys to
series, we've
animate
got
it?
something so aesthetically pleasing. We don't have grand attacks like noble phantasms that take up 80% of the screen
What
in
is he drinking?
explosions,
Oh
but
my
as some
God,
say,
bro.
less is more and simple is better.
Bro, my Japanese guys take from this animation, bro. Imagine they put this in some big anime. Another ad? Sorry guys, I'm really sorry. Can't do nothing about it. Sorry about that, guys.
If you've been paying attention to my videos lately, you won't
Fog
be
Hill, yep.
surprised to
This
see
isn't.
on the list.
Yeah, I've seen this again on now. This animation. This is Japanese, right? Okay. right?
Kill of 5 Elements may be short, but it brings with it a kind of animation excellence that's been sorely lacking in a number of its contemporaries. Maybe it's due to being less mainstream and thus being under the radar. That way the team have less pressure and probably deal with less deadlines. Whatever the reason may be, 2 thumbs up for the work they did in this sequence.
Yeah,
If you were to tell me which
deadlines
Fog
like
Hill
big
fight I
enemies.
have to feature, I'd consider this interchangeable with the bridge scene that
Bro.
I featured on another list. Make
Look
sure to check
at
that video out
this.
too if you've got the time. Back to this topic
incredible.
though,
It's
this
incredible.
thing is insane. Come on, try playing the video in slow motion and you can see how much work got put into
Yeah,
the
bro,
sequence in order to give us this experience.
I just want to know how long did it take
Times, and
to
that's
animate
not a
this whole
negative
fight
thing,
scene.
Not in this context. It instead adds to the experience of the scene, and it's an experience
Wow.
that you rarely get these days. You knew a My Hero fight is coming soon.
My Hero, really?
Wait no more now,
Hood,
because
who
our
the hell
next
is Hood?
entry
Oh,
is
okay,
Endeavor
yeah.
versus Hood.
It was a good fight. I enjoyed it. Because this arc was a bit dead, man. I mean, everyone thought the arc was dead as well, so it's not just me saying
The
this.
latest season of My Hero Academia really gave us one spectacular send-off.
And then
It
Deku
shows
had to
off
fight
some
that
lit
guy that
visuals
had
as well as a
some
big
gummy
redemption
ass
for
powers.
everyone's
That was
favourite
it.
bad
Out of all the
dad.
seasons,
It's a
that
fight
was
filled with
the
high stakes because quite
deadest
honestly,
one.
I think that the whole of Japan is screwed if Endeavor and Hawks can't take down the high-end noble.
Yeah, number
When
2 and
Hood
number 3,
began
right?
seeking
Or
out
Hawks
strong
number 4
opponents, he
ranked.
got
I don't
what he
know.
wanted. And
Let
it was
me
a
know.
spectacle that we all got. The fight's not a stomp and is a very intense back and forth exchange with a lot of fake finishes. A lot of times you think that the fight's over.
At least you get to see
Combatants
Endeavor's
just
true
keep
power,
coming
right?
back. Plus we get to see a plethora of Endeavor's moves that couldn't have been animated any better. It's just simply beautiful.
It
I
is,
personally
yeah, the
still put
animation's very
United
nice.
States of Smash as my favourite fight, but this one's right up there too in terms of how impactful it was.
Yeah, it wasn't powerful, yeah. Shh, bro, this guy burnt him to
Second place
nothing.
on this list is Jin
You have to have a
versus
God of High
Davey
School fight.
from God of High School.
What's number 1? What's number 1?
God of High School entered with a bang, but unfortunately it can't carry that momentum to the end. When critics called God of High School an anime that's just full of fights, it makes you think that the fight should at least live up to the hype. Now, for the most part, I think the fights more than pull their weight and still make God of High School an exciting watch. At the forefront of many fights is Jin versus Davey. It's a tough decision for me, but I give this fight the nod because of the sheer hype and stakes it has going for it. We just saw Davey demolish his previous opponent, and we
Great fight.
finally learned why he seemed so hell-bent on winning. In the hopes of saving his friend, Davey had taken on a much more sadistic turn at fighting, and
He's
this
being
new fighting
impactful.
style
He's being
surely
impactful.
gave Jin a run for his money. The actual fight has to be seen to be believed, as we got a brilliant barrage of attacks that showcase both fighters' intensities and will to win. The best part about it is that it ends with the classic happy ending for everyone, with bonds
Classic, yeah.
forged through fire and a renewed will to face tomorrow.
Jeez.
You can find gems in the most unlikely of places,
Number 1.
and that saying couldn't be any more true with the number 1 entry
Never
for
heard of
today's
this anime
list.
in my
that
life.
one fight from Hitori no Shita.
Well, this is why I like ViniTube, and I've said this a million times now, haven't I?
If any of you
Wow.
expected to get a fight this good from a Chinese anime, raise your hand.
Bro,
If you
these
expected
Chinese
it to
guys,
come
they're
from the
killing
third
it.
season of Hitori no Shita,
They need to relax
keep
with this
your hand
animation, bro.
raised. Okay, now if you kept your hand raised, you know you're lying, okay? The series as a whole isn't too popular, and who would have expected
Whoa.
this gem of a fight to be hidden in its 3rd season of all places? Heck, I won't even consider it much of a 3rd season, but more of a transition to a possible 4th season. Yet, in this unassuming transition season of a niche show, we have some of the
Bro,
sneakiest and smoothest
Japan need to watch out.
animation for a
China
fight
are
scene
bringing
as
some
far back as I can
crazy-
remember. For how much is going on and how fast things are moving,
Some
it amazes
crazy
me
fights
how
out
the
here, man.
animators just knocked it out of the park with
I mean,
this
I don't know
one.
about
In
the
terms
story,
of
but
dramatic
animation, man,
stakes,
they
the
are
fight might be nowhere near the
incredible,
top,
man.
but in terms of animation and fight choreography, it certainly takes the cake for the best fights in 2020.
Gotta give it to them. Wow. I'm just shocked, man. Even the sound effects, man. Do you hear that? Like,
So, how did you
wow.
find this list? Did you
Enjoyed this list a lot, ViniTube. Man, that was a great list. Great list. Top 10 most epic anime fights of 2020. And he just, you know, as ViniTube is, he puts Sun in some anime I've never heard of as number 1. I was thinking, what could he put as number 1? I had no idea. Then he puts that anime. I've never heard of him in my whole life. But yeah, expected a few, expected a God of High School fight in here. Sword Art Online, I've expected it, but that Sword Art Online animation was top tier. I gotta give it to him. A1 was doing some A1, but yeah. Anyway, what else? The Fog Hill of 5 Elements, the Cat Returns. that was just incredible, bro. Incredible animation. And yeah, he had other few ones too, like Black Clover. I don't know how you pronounce Glypnea, yeah, that was good as well. Black Clover, yeah, that was a great one. I watched that. Scientific Railgun, Fate Stay Night, and you know, the rest of them. Yeah, they were all great. I really like this top 10. Great top 10, guys. Recommend me more top 10s, guys. You're not really recommending me a lot these days, so yeah, feel free to recommend. Don't be shy. And of course, guys, make sure to subscribe, as your boy's on the road to 1K. So I'd really appreciate each and every one of you guys subscribing, guys. And of course, put your post notifications so you never miss out on a video. And yeah, coming out soon, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure episode 5. Stay tuned for that. And tonight, yeah, the new One Piece episode reaction. Stay tuned for that one as well. Been your boy TFG. Peace.